Hello, I'm Addie Shaney and you're watching Atherton on Air. Here's what's trending. It's back to school time. Even though back to school is an idea we usually associate with the fall, it is upon us right now. Almost exactly 1 year after JCPS shut down due to the COVID pandemic, elementary schools reopened this week. And as we all know, high schools are set to reopen right after spring break on Monday, April 5th. So, how do you feel about schools reopening? Is it a bit premature, or does it serve as a light at the end of the tunnel that our world may be slowly getting back to normal? More Atherton students are with us today to offer their opinions.
The younger kids, like kindergarten, I think the elementary needs just more in-class time. I think it's been so hard for the younger kids to just comprehend everything and stay focused online and just looking at their teacher through a screen. I think that it's important for them to go back, but I don't really think that the middle and high school need to go back, especially since it's only going to be for a couple weeks, for a couple days for each of them. I think that a lot of people are struggling, and I understand that, but we still don't know everything that's going to happen in schools, but I'm not sure how much just 2 days for 6 or 7 weeks is going to help that many people. But I still don't know everything, and I'm not sure if I'm going to go back yet. I'm not positive.
I personally agree with the school board's decision to reopen schools just because I know that many students are struggling with keeping up with their work during this time, and many students are also struggling with their mental health, and this is resulting in them not doing well in school. So I think this is a great opportunity for students who are struggling to go back and finish the school year strong. I personally will be staying virtual because I would rather not go to school and expose myself to the possible risk of getting COVID, just because my family, not all of them are vaccinated. And I personally do well in the NTI environment, so staying virtual is just more worth it for me, especially because we are only going to be going in person for 2 days, and that's not worth it for me.
So at first, I didn't agree with the idea of opening schools back up for in-person learning because I was only thinking about myself and I was only considering my own personal preference. But looking at the bigger picture and considering every person in the district, I do agree with opening schools back up for the option of in-person learning. A lot of students are in underprivileged households or don't have a good relationship with their family or just don't have a good home life in general. And a lot of students struggle to be motivated and learn to the best of their ability in virtual learning. And so for the sake of those people, I think it's important that we do give the option for in-person learning. Also, considering the fact that it's going to be a hybrid schedule and not everyone's going to be in the building at the same time, not everyone is going to choose to go back to in-person learning, I think it will be relatively safe considering masks and social distancing. I don't really understand the timing of it and why we're opening up so late in the school year. And I'm also a little bit concerned with how virtual learning is going to work. If most of the teachers are back in the building, what's going to happen with all the kids who opt for virtual learning? So that's one of my concerns.
I somewhat agree with going back to school because I feel like right now it's not entirely safe, but at the same time we do need to eventually adapt to being back in person. And personally, I will be going back to school because I am a better in-person learner and I like working in groups and talking with other people, and doing that online, like, you can't really talk with other people and you can't learn to the best of your ability. And I feel like it is important to communicate with your teachers and other classmates.
3 different COVID vaccines are now available as we slowly inch our way further and further from the pandemic. 2-dose vaccines are available from Pfizer and Moderna, while a 1-dose vaccine is now available from Johnson & Johnson. Getting one of these vaccines is an important step in our nation's recovery. And to emphasize this fact, Mishuler science classes created public service announcements to raise awareness. Let's take a look. Those look great. Shout out to Annie Parks, Dahlia Corzo Perez, and Wynn Pipes, and all the students who did the vaccine PSA assignment. We also want to give a shout out to Gunnar Aberly. Recently, he bought a 3D printer and actually assembled it himself. The job took a total of 10 hours, but here it is, time-lapsed all the way down to 2 minutes. Great job, Gunnar. That's really impressive. Several Atherton students were recognized this week for their participation in the Louisville Youth Philanthropy Council. The LYPC gives young people a chance to see how to run a nonprofit foundation. Congratulations to Atherton students. Lucy Champelli, Leo Gonzalez, Harper Knox, Abby Leach, Riley Rogers, Olivia Wahi, Elliot Gross, Adriana Mullet Miranda, Lydia Thomas, and Gunnar Aberly. They've been meeting all year on Saturdays as a part of the Philanthropy Council and were honored at a virtual banquet earlier this week. As we near the end of NTI 2.0, all of us here at Atherton On Air would like to take a moment to thank our sponsors that make this show possible. We'll be right back after this short commercial break.
The best shoe on the market. So many colors and patterns that you'll never get bored. Good for any event or occasion. Converse. Get them now before it's too late.
These days, you're probably spending a lot of time at one place in one room repeating the same routine. This kind of situation might stink, but the space you're in doesn't have to. Lysol Nutri-Air neutralizes odors in the air from food, smoke, pets, and odor-causing bacteria by destroying bacterial odors at the source and in the air. Just imagine how much less life would stink with the smell of freshness in the air. Lysol Nutri-Air.
Okay, just kidding. Atherton On Air isn't really sponsored by Converse, Lysol, and Victrola. Those ads were actually created by Video Studio Fundamentals students in Media Arts Academy. We just wanted to share them with you. They were produced by Kaden Mulrooney, Elizabeth Satterley, and Lily Kalin. As always, if you have any story ideas, be sure to share them with us. You can contact us through our Instagram account at atherton.on.air or email Mr. Burrows or Miss MacArthur anytime. That's all we have for this week. Be sure to stay safe and have a great weekend. I'm Addie Shaney, and remember, what you do makes a difference. Thanks for watching.